This one is about the impact of blended fuel, blended petrol. I'm talking about specifically E20 fuel. Government of India has issued a response in the Rajya Sabha on impact of E20 fuel on vehicles. Studies have confirmed, as per the government, that even legacy vehicles did not exhibit any significant variations in performance, nor did they show any kind of abnormal wear and tear when operated with blended petrol or E20 fuel specifically. According to the government, no issues were reported in parameters such as drivability, metal compatibility and plastic compatibility. Only in case of testing done on BS3 vehicles introduced from 1st April 2005 and manufactured prior to 2016, some rubber parts and gaskets may require replacement, which can be easily managed during routine services regime of the vehicles. With regard to the concern of vehicle mileage due to the use of E20 fuel, automobile manufacturers and vehicle engine testing agencies have clarified that vehicle mileage is influenced by a host of factors beyond just fuel type. So this is the update that we have at this point in time amid the ongoing debate on E20 fuel and its use in the country and the questions that are being asked. Once again, Centre has tried to give an assurance to people in this country. It's a big assurance that has come in the parliament. According to government, studies support the usage of E20. There has been no abnormal wear and tear in legacy vehicles. And there has been, of course, a slight drop in fuel efficiency. However, not a big issue as far as the engines are concerned. Let's go across to my colleague Niyamika joining us live right now for more on this. Niyamika, give us more details as far as the latest response by the government is concerned on the use and impact of E20 petrol.
Well, Hina, in the previous replies by the government of India in Parliament, we have seen that how the government has maintained its stand that there is not any such, complaints widespread or substantiated complaints from the vehicle manufacturers, which have been registered. As we have seen that how in the earlier response as well, it is being mentioned that there is no such kind of a complaint from the automobile associations or the consumer organizations regarding the engine failure or the fuel pump issues or other performance issues attributed to the E20 fuel has been received by the government of India. However, it is also being mentioned that the government is also taking note of the concerns which are being raised in the media and the social media platforms which have been scientifically examined. However, in this particular reply which the government has filed in Rajya Sabha today, it is being mentioned that the extensive laboratory studies and the field trials have been conducted by various agencies, including the Automotive Research Association or the Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers. All of these have already done studies, and it is being mentioned that there is the manufacturers covering parameters such as engine durability, drivability, startability, or even the material compatibility have confirmed that E20 is safe for use under the prescribed standards. And it is also being stated that it has indicated a drop of 2 to 6% in the fuel efficiency.
Right. Thank you very much, Niyamika, for the moment for joining us with your inputs on this story. More breaking inputs coming in. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari had approached Bombay High Court claiming that AI-generated and manipulated videos falsely portrayed him as being fully responsible for ethanol blending program in India and accused him and his family of corruption and personal financial gain. He maintained that E20 policy is handled by Union Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas and he has no role in its formulation or implementation. Now, on this particular issue, the Bombay High Court has directed social media intermediaries, including Meta, to take down defamatory deepfakes, AI-generated images and other posts linking him and his family to the government's E20 ethanol blending program. The court, in fact, described the flagged material as vile as well as abusive. So this is the update that we have at this point in time. We have with us my colleague Rucha joining us live right now for more on this. Rucha, give us more details. What else did the court observe in this particular case?
Well, the Bombay High Court has ordered removal of all the AI generated and deepfake videos which were linked to Union Minister Nitin Gadkari after he had approached to the Bombay High Court claiming that there were videos surfacing online which were AI generated and fake videos which pointed that Nitin Gadkari played a big role in the ethanol blending program, where he said that his family was also being defamed of being corrupt in the entire matter, and where he also clarified that he had no relation in the entire program. It was the Petroleum Ministry's department, and that is not related to him. And after approaching the Bombay High Court today during the hearing, Justice Arif Doctor has clarified that all the content which is fake, which is AI generated, that is flagged by Nitin Gadkari should be taken down. And there are about 24 videos that are flagged by Gadkari's side which were defamatory in nature. And court has also observed that there should be a better mechanism, or that the social media platforms should also handle these kind of abusive content.
Thank you, Rucha. We leave it there. Thank you for the moment for joining us with your inputs on the story. We have to quickly move on now to the other update that we have at this point in time.